there is no shame in wanting to have a successful relationship after a divorce. Not all marriages are successful, and sometimes we're really young and stupid and we make dumb mistakes and bad decisions based on our lack of emotional maturity.
You know what's weird, guys, is I see women making dumber mistakes as they get older. Isn't that kind of strange? Whereas, like with guys, we make dumb mistakes when we're younger, and then we make smarter mistakes as we get older. Whereas women are kind of the reverse. They seem to make smarter decisions when they're younger, and then dumber decisions as they get older. It's an observation.
And if that happened to you, that is okay, because it happened to me too. And the key to having a successful relationship after a breakup, after a divorce, is to write down those top however many things in a deal breaker list, which is what I did. I carried around a little sheet of paper that had all of the details of those items, of those deal breakers.
So let me translate deal breakers in womanese. What deal breakers means are all of those items on her so-called list that Chad did to her, right? The bad boys did to her. How they took advantage of her, how they used her, how, these guys didn't want to commit to her. They made her pay for things. They made her like drive them around everywhere. Took advantage of her essentially. Now that those guys are done with her, because obviously this woman is well beyond the age of 30, those are her list of deal breakers. Like, if you do this to me, you little beta male, it's off, right? And this, this is as old as time. I mean, just these alpha widows punishing the beta male for what the alpha male did to her, that she chose. I mean, she chose these guys. She could have had the beta male in her 20s, right? Let's be honest here. She could have had them easily. These guys wanted her. They wanted to marry her. They wanted to have a life with her. This is before all of the emotional damage and all of the emotional baggage she acquired from those bad relationships. These guys wanted her, right? They wanted a fresh start with her when she was young, and she gave them the finger and then ran off with the Chad. Simple as that. Now you gotta love it. These are now deal breakers on her list, man. It just never ceases to amaze me how these women will totally kick these nice guys in the balls throughout their 20s while they run off with these, Chad, Pookie, and Tyrone, who are just going to use her like a plastic F doll, take advantage of her, take her money, take her car, never put gas in it, make her cook for them and all this, and never commit. And then now that she's out of favor with those guys, and she's beyond the age of 30, being post-wall, now she wants the beta guy. Now she wants those beta nice guys that she kicked in the balls. However, with a catch, okay, with a catch, you have to live up to these standards that I've now created, because the bad boys don't want me. These are now my deal breakers. Gotta love it.
That I was not going to tolerate in my next partner, that were not acceptable to me in a relationship. And that list is different for everybody.
No. It's the same. It's the same. When it comes to you alpha widows, it's the same.
One list could be applicable to you, and a couple of different things could be applicable to me. But at the end of the day, that deal breaker list, when you go back to it and check those things off.
I mean, how come nobody comes along and tells these women, like, when she's, basically expressing her dismay for the guys that she dated in the past, where she now has this list, deal breakers, nobody's gonna take advantage of me like this ever again. Where are the women that love to come on my channel and go, hey, who hurt you? All right, where are you? Why are you in her comments? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? No, the sisterhood is a real thing, guys, because when you look at this girl's comments, or anyone like her, not just her, these women come to bat for each other, right? They come to bat for each other. It's like Gavin Newsom with Joe Biden, right? Constantly coming to bat no matter how much this guy fouls things up. Oh, no, he's the best president ever, and I could just only wish to be like him and all this. It's like, dude, really? Really? It's like when you ask Gavin Newsom about California. He says, no, it's the best state ever. oh, the crime is down, homeless is down, and it's like, dude, there's feces on the street, crime is, out of control. It's the same with these women. They are no different than these politicians, right? They say a whole lot without saying anything and without being honest, right? It's not even with themselves.
If they are not a part of your new relationship, you are 10 steps ahead of everybody else. Make that deal breaker list. Fold it up, put it away somewhere, or carry it around in your wallet.
Sure.
You won't regret it. Writing things down, manifesting them, whatever you want to call it, makes a world of difference.
These chicks and their freaking new age hooey, right? These chicks, I'm spiritual but not religious. And all of this just mental psychosis, talking about how, I have this deal breaker list. You're already single. You're already post-wall. You already have a very limited amount of options, mostly only with guys that you don't want, that you view as low value, right? And still, here you are with this list, manifesting, to use her term, manifesting that some Chad will come along and go, okay, girl, I got your list. I'm not going to do any of these things, just like you say, even though I have all the options in the world with these 18-year-olds. Nope, you, this 38-year-old, I'm going to do what you say. Dude, this is literally the definition of living in delusion, right? This chick is totally delusional if she thinks anybody is going to succumb to that list, at least men that she wants. No, because any man worth his salt is not going to succumb to any woman's deal breaker list. He's going to be like, okay, you're DG. Bless you, kids. Dog sneezed. You're DG, right? You have, I watched the 33 Secrets. He says you're DG because you have this unrealistic, that's a key word, unrealistic list of demands that will never be met, at least by the type of guys you want. Why torture yourself? Next clip. Here we go.
When you go through a really tough breakup, it's really hard to date again because you kind of put your heart to sleep for safekeeping. It's like, okay, that hurt, so we're going to kind of put you to sleep and kind of numb you in some sort of a way. So when you start to date again, you're going to find it really difficult to wake your heart up and get back in the game. So don't be surprised if now you're the wild card. You're the person who has become guarded, has their walls up. This is why we can see where this happens to people. After a bad experience, you're on guard and you're not just open to anybody. So it's going to take a lot. You're going to meet people that are great and you're still going to say, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You will be. You have to give it time. You have to be aware that that's what's happening. So whenever you feel ready, just give it the best shot you possibly can, because there are going to be people who kind of spark your interest and they're great, and give them a fighting chance. That heart is going to wake up again slowly. Allow it to come back to life. Don't just shut it right back down.
I mean, this just goes to show what we were just talking about and how these women are not being realistic with themselves, right? They're not being honest with themselves. They're out here acting as if they have endless amounts of options with dudes. Being 40 plus years old, post-wall, divorced, kids in tow, single mom now, acting as if you make the rules, acting as if you are the buyer. No, not at this point anymore. You are now the seller, right? The dudes are the buyers. They decide. I mean, and the funny thing is, for us being older men, right, it's like we know we're the buyers. We know we got the goods. We're not sitting here going, okay, bitch, here's the list of demands. Here's my deal breaker list, right? I mean, we don't even have a deal breaker list. Most guys, all we want is young, cute, fun to be around, right? That's all. Just be those three things, okay? Don't be toxic. Don't be a narcissist. Don't be sleeping around with thousands of different guys. No, just be young, cute, and cool. That's it, and not have slept around. I mean, really, we could sum it up. We don't need to go through all this hey, man, all these bitches who did me wrong, from now on, man, you gotta live up to the standard because I made some poor choices. No, as guys, we hold ourselves accountable. We're like, hey, I made some bad choices, and I want to make a good choice, right? But at no time are we sitting there with this, deluding ourselves into believing that, being post-wall, that we are still the buyer. It's like, no, you were the buyer back when you were 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You are now no longer the buyer at 38 years old, right? I mean, it's kind of like an aging NFL player, like a 40-year-old NFL running back, going, hey guys, hey league, if you're gonna offer me a contract, it's got to be on my terms. I want the house, I want the Lambo, I want at least 50 million guaranteed. People are gonna be like, what are you talking about, dude? Are you kidding? Or what are you smoking? That's what I have to ask these chicks a lot of times. What are you smoking? One more clip. Okay, one more.
Dating after a breakup you didn't want is going to be terrible. Because listen, you're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel like you're cheating on your person. You're going to wonder if you're going to ruin your chances of getting back together again. You're going to be angry because you didn't want to be back out there dating and your person kind of pushed you out there. You're going to feel like no one can compare to your person because no matter what they did to you, you still love them. So the feelings that you're going to have about dating are going to be terrible. But I'm going to do a little longer version on this. But if you're feeling all of those things, that's completely normal. That's completely normal. Terrible, but normal.
Yeah, just to reiterate on what she says, you shouldn't be, and really, it's mostly just women who do this, these rebound relationships. Very rarely do I see guys doing a rebound relationship unless the chick, it's kind of like happenstance, right? There just happens to be some chick that happened to like him at the time he was breaking up and he just dates her or like a friend or something. But even obviously those never work out, and not a whole lot of guys do that. It's overwhelmingly, most women will rebound relationship. We call it monkey branching, right? They're already with the next dude, a day after breaking up with you, right? It's like, how does that happen? We're just at dinner the other night. Now you're at dinner with a new guy, So they don't work. The rebound relationships are just, the odds on those working are horrible. They don't work. It's better to just stay alone and work on yourself. But we all know that women don't like to actually work on themselves. They want you to work on yourself, right? And hold you accountable for working on yourself to make their lives better. They don't want to work on themselves. That's your job. Unreal. Anyway, drop your comments below. I'll see you in the next one.
All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG. See the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. Took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're gonna be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is gonna stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself And all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.